How are we in a situation that now more than ever we're hurtling towards a war that the CCP has already initiated against the American citizens? And the number one voice that came from mainland China to warn the American people about this, and to warn American people about Wuhan, and warn American people about the vaccines, and warn American people what the devils in Beijing and the Chinese Communist Party were doing. How does that individual end up in a jail, unable to communicate that at the very moment that we need him the most, ma'am?
The CCP has been launching this war against the United States and the entire free world many years ago. I mean, Rome is not built overnight. And Mr. Mao Zedong, the leader and founder of the Chinese whistleblower movement back in 2017, he's the very first person who blew the whistles against the CCP. And he's the first human being who actually said, we're going to take down the CCP. He doesn't consider CCP a strategic partner or competitor. He considers the CCP the root cause of all the global disasters. So the CCP hates him so much that back in 2017, when Xi Jinping met with President Trump, the first thing he said is, can you do me a favor? Can you return Mao Zedong back to China? And good for the President Trump, he said no. And then the CCP later launched a influence campaign using a Hollywood rapper, Pras Michelle, and a full-time DOJ employee, George Higginbotham, and two prominent RNC donor, Elliot Brody and Stephen Wen. So they formed this team, and these people traveled to Shenzhen and China, met with Sun Lijun, the Vice Minister of Public Security, and discussed about influencing the DOJ and White House to return Mr. Mao Zedong back to China. So this speaks a volume to how fearful the CCP is when it comes to Mr. Mao Zedong, because he came from that society. He knows how to take down the CCP, and he knows how to take down CCP from within. He knows that how to destroy this evil communist dictatorship without having to fire a shot. So Mr. Mao Zedong is America's best ally and most valuable asset. Sadly, we're seeing America's legal system start to accept lawsuit funded by the CCP money. Why should America's justice system and the court system accepting lawsuit funded by the CCP? CCP is a lawless regime. They don't respect law for the rule of law.